Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Okay, hello, and oh my god, Twitch actually went live the instant I clicked it. It didn't take 10 minutes. Welcome to the Eternal Cylinder. That's actually shocked that they
Once
fixed
upon a
whatever that
time,
bug
in
was.
the age of the Eternal Cylinder, there lived a family of little creatures called the Trebum.
Running from the
Trebum
rolling pin.
are not the strongest, nor the fastest, and they do not have sharp teeth.
They're bum.
They would make easy prey for the terrible force that came to their planet. But Trebum are loyal and resourceful and very, very stubborn.
And little
It is
elephant
with
creatures.
such a Trebum that our story begins. One clever little creature born into a cruel world who would be instrumental in bringing prosperity to its kind.
Just a little guy. Puffy little elephant thing. This one creature will definitely save the universe from this extinct species. Born of egg. Cosmic egg. Okay, but this is the Eternal Cylinder. So, hello, welcome. I hope you're all having a good time. We're going to be running from the giant rolling pin of fate. It looks like there are two gaps in it there. We can maybe get inside of it from the side, because look. It looks like you can. I wonder if that's a thing. Maybe we end up living in the eternal rolling pin. Being born right under the rolling pin doesn't seem
Something
good.
inside him said, "Run."
As I said, being born underneath the rolling pin doesn't seem like a smart thing. That rolling pin of doom. Indeed, don't look back. Maybe don't quite look back at the rolling pin. What if you don't run? Do you just game over? This one creature will save his entire species, except he dies in an instant. So we're just a little guy running from the rolling pin of doom. It did look like there were branching paths there. Can suck those up. Tasty looking mushroomy things. Oh. This is fine. Just take my camera away from me so that I can't see. Can't go up that. Scripted death? No, the rolling pin
The
has
great
stopped.
crushing thing, the great cylinder, had stopped. Perhaps it was safe here for a little while. How quickly it learned to use its legs and its trunk.
Oh, you mean
Things
the
were not so much learned as they were remembered. Perhaps
materials
the little
already
Trebum thought
gathered?
they were a gift from the strange voice it heard in its mind. That too was a kind of memory.
Right, little cockroachy things with things coming out their butts. So gather materials even though I already soaked up the things that are interesting. Choose the materials you've collected.
Just when it was starting to get used to its legs, the food from the jumping creature gave it new ones. With the right substance as a catalyst, a Trebum can transform and adapt to many challenges.
Try shooting water at the flying bugs. See, the thing is, I already hit the bug. Okay, so, I'm missing the button again. Right, B was to shoot thing, right? Okay, so you can roll. Can, like, there we go. Okay, that's how you do thing. Okay, he just made the bug drop some stuff. Which is interesting because we already hit the flying bug before. But now we need to Wii on it. Oh, that bug didn't like that much. Okay. I'm guessing I need to continue onwards because even though we may have done what the tutorial asked, sometimes the tutorial doesn't seem like it's necessarily an understood thing. Room? Bugs for wings, perhaps? Hello, Natalo. Hello, hello. How are you? How's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. What have you been up to? Anything interesting? We are a little...
The Trebum was
little
drawn
guy.
to a bright light, or perhaps to the creature next to it.
David Attenborough. Or, you know, not David Attenborough, just a faked David Attenborough. But hopefully you had a good day
Except for
today.
the grass growing on the old one's head. They were very much alike.
Been studying a bit today. Started the discourse. This game looks cute. It does look a cute game, but we're going to be running away from the giant rolling pin of doom that I'm sure won't start up the instant I stand on this spot at all. But I'm good. You know, we're just a weird little cute elephant thing with 2 legs. I felt like playing this today, so we're going to play this. Yeah, busy day, but you know, it works over, so we can just ignore that now.
Surrounded by this light, the Trebum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older Trebum had carried this light for a long
Yeah, I'm just going to go quickly, leave a lurk, be back later. No worries, I appreciate the lurk. Have a lovely day and I'll catch you later.
Yes, this young Trebum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things,
Other than
but
the frying pan.
cylinder would not allow it.
Okay, the rolling pin of doom will not allow us to stay. And now we need to
the inner
run from
voice
the
said,
rolling pin.
Run! The towers would not stop the cylinder unless they were activated.
Oh, we roll like Sonic. That's good. Okay, so now we can just roll across the landscape to try and get to the tower. Okay, so obviously we need to go run up and hit the orb.
Quickly,
There's also a
the
giant
Trebum
ball
had to
thing
step
there.
on the symbol or the cylinder would not be stopped.
We stood on the cylinder. And the rolling pin will stop. It's very, very warm, the rolling pin. Okay, the thing was nothing. Right, so I guess I just need to keep on rolling. Rolling. That's a very bright and interesting thing. I'm going to go check that out. Okay, I was going to say, I'm sure this will stop
Voice
any
inside the
moment.
Trebum's memories assured it that while the tower stood, the Trebum would be safe. The power of the eternal cylinder was contained for now.
No! Ow! I wanted to talk to that little guy.
This dust was not natural. Only a great Trebum could create it. And so it was on the achievements of previous generations that the newborn Trebum would have to rely. Luckily, it seemed a wise and powerful Trebum had passed through here some time ago.
That thing's making some interesting noises. So it doesn't plan to eat us or anything. Oops, I've eaten all my mushrooms or whatever. Got a little carried away there. Right, well, let's suck these things up. That ball doesn't seem like it's anything that we can go in. What does he want? I don't know what that means that he wants there. I want to wake him up, but... Okay. Aha! Perfect, it was the other stuff. I knew family. Family. Gwem Wom. What should we call this little guy? One. No. Enter name. Enter name. Enter Trebum name. I'm gonna call it Natalo, as Natalo was here. I'm sure we're not gonna get eaten whilst we do this. Run, Natalo! Okay, we got a Natalo now. Oh, I've fallen off the cliff. Run, Natalo! Okay, so there's an interesting thing here which I want to see. What are you? I said eat. Mary. Looks interesting. I will eat this. Don't know what it did. Ooh. Hey. That seems old. But I appreciate the lurk. Okay. Oh, we need another little guy. What are you? Snarl. We found Snarl as well. Little snail. We need to find another little guy. Little Snarly just sleeping away. That thing's snoring very loudly. What's this? Holland! You want to eat any of that, Datalo? You can't get up here. I am concerned that the rolling pin of doom. Oh, what are these? You can pick them up. Ow, that's pain. Maybe don't walk in the pain. I am concerned that we're not moving away from the cylinder of doom. There was that giant thing that seems to be interesting, but I need another little guy. Maybe there'll be another little guy over here. Nah. Oh, what's playing the trumpet? Water.
Our young friend had found an egg.
An
A
egg?
Trebum egg with one of his siblings inside. The egg had been abandoned, but it could still be made to hatch. All that was needed was a source of heat.
Can I put it in this? Oh. Feel like that's warm. There we go. That's surely going to incubate it. That's definitely an incubator. Okay, new family member joins the group. Family. What do we call it? Come on, Curly. Right, we need to go back to that other thing. Then. Roll back. Surely that's enough to open the thing, because it looked like it had 3 lights. Then maybe we can get inside of there now. Before the frying... I keep calling it a frying pan. It's a rolling pin. Rolling. Doom. Okay, and then maybe there'll be something interesting in here.
This door had been built for Trebum. It gave them hope that in this large and dangerous world, some places had been made for them.
We won't get squished by a rolling pin. Surely. Okay. Probably need a box. Tap to quickly change the group leader. Tap to manually select a specific Trebum. Okay. Don't worry, if you lose sight of your family members, you don't need to wait for the Trebum. They will always manage to get to where the group leader is. You eat that one, Curly. You eat your thing. Go. The other one's just called Go. I can't leave them on the thing, which is interesting. Let's take one of these, because that one's got its mouth full already. So we're just gonna, you know, absorb some things with all the others. Maybe we'll find some interesting cube.
Somehow this ancient statue transferred knowledge to the Trebum.
Compendium. Inventory. Tuber that grows on a plant that uses sound to frighten off predators. Okay. Fungus, fungus, fungus. I mean, we've all got ear fungus. I'm just going to give all the ear fungus to one person. I just throw that bit of ear fungus away. Open the door.
It was as if a memory had been stored inside it, waiting for someone to absorb it.
Okay,
And as soon as this knowledge had entered their minds, the Trebum realized that there was a great library of information hidden away in the web of their memories. But why was the knowledge of a specific ingredient placed here in this Trebum made of stone?
Well, there was another box there. Like, we put a box in here, obviously, to open something. How did I access inventory? Am I able to just access that myself? I am. Okay. Right. You have all of those. I tried to eat all the ear mushrooms and accidentally ended up with extra stuff. You have to obvious. Select the other one. That one. You would think the pressing the LB button would just cycle to the next one, but it likes to cycle back and forth between the two, doesn't it? Oh! You can jump high. Okay, so we need to shoot water on that cube. Got it. I kind of wanted to put it in that spot, but if you want to eat it instead. Hey, now we're a cube. Allows you to enter special. Aha! The cube things. See. And then there's a cube Trebum up there. Well, considering we're now a companion cube, I think we should go back to the obvious mechanisms that were for cubes, right? I bet you can't roll anymore. Oh! Cube can roll. We need to go all the way back to the first one that we saw, because there's a cube thing here. Now that you are cube, you can open special door. Okay. That's a lot of cubes and special loots. Oh. Change to one that has an empty spot. Where's that thing? Special thing. That also looks interesting. You have eat the ears. We're just eating all the ears. Right, eat this. We have several of those, so Going to combine these. And there's a few extra things on this. Okay, perfect. Okay, they all start shooting water as well. It's interesting. I was kind of thinking I just want to shoot water. The others are like, oh, that looks fun. Right, so I've got spare cubes if we need. I don't want to make everyone cube. Because what if there's special things that need non-cube? Okay. For some reason, rather than seeming to drink the water, it looked more like we were drowning. So that's fine. Right, go, companion cube. Okay, we've opened another door. Gerumo the Elder. Well, what's over there? Like, there was more path to go this way. I'm guessing that's the way that I need to go, and this is just like if you decide to go, that's the way out the door. Okay. Before we talk Elder, I need to loot all of your shiny gems. And then I'm going to quickly go and see what's down the other end of here. Okay. They're saying get water to shoot up there. There's also a cube one. You have the cubes. They're cubes. Make fun little noises. Okay, so it's interesting because is that where we just were? The secret loot? Is it showing us? It is, isn't it? Like, look, there was loot back there you could have got. Let's go see Rumo the Elder. See what he has to say. Hi there. The little guy. Little brain thing.
Inside the cave, the Trebum found a living elder. It had been waiting in this chamber for a long, long time. The elder told them it was happy to see some friends before the cylinder came. It said, "You are young, so you never knew the time when our people could shapeshift at will. We Trebum are inheritors of a vast tree of abilities. Abilities passed on to all future Trebum. But this power is being taken away. Beware the servants of the cylinder. They will seek to hurt you at every opportunity.
I think
and
that's
they have the power to rob you of your abilities. But if you persevere, one day you will find a way to protect yourselves from their evil light. Farewell, my brave friends. I fear I am too old and tired to join you. May you find a way to prosper in this time of struggles."
Well, I think he knows that the cylinder's coming for him, right? That one uses Santa not predators. Found inside a meteor. Okay, so that's definitely healing. Fruit cellophilic zeophyte. It has water sign. This has electric sign. Most likely of artificial in origin. Well, that makes us cube. We also have 11 of these. Sweet smelling grass that grows in canyons full of gas. I'm going to eat this circle, see what it does. Okay, Curly. Considered eating that one, but oh my god, that square cube is so derpy. Just a little derpy guy. I mean, you know, the pink one obviously should have been an antelope one, but we didn't get to rename that one, did we? You're telling me that these pine cones of blue aren't an edible thing? Okay, right, onwards. We must gather more family. And away from the rolling pin of doom. Escape.
was not
a
easy
little
to
guy.
leave the cave, but the elder had urged them to go forward. Suddenly they felt the weight of their many tasks, to find their Trebum siblings, to restore the powers their people had lost, and it all seemed a little daunting. But even when they are afraid, Trebum are stubborn.
Gwen Wappe. Okay, well, we need to have a Indelacio at some point, right? And now we've got a Gwen Wappe. A green. Big elephant thing. Right, we've got a massive river in front of us. That's the problem. Oh. I think that thing wants to eat us. Time to roll. Can we swim in? There's a barrier or something there. That thing's coming for us. I'm a little concerned about our stamina, as well as the big thing coming to eat us. Okay, we've recovered our stamina. Okay. You're good. Good. Run from the thing that looks like it's coming to eat us. Exiting the blue energy dome that radiates from the tower will awaken the eternal cylinder. Not all towers have the same radius of protection. Some may be weaker. Right, so that's what this force field is. What will cause the cylinder of doom to come.
Destruction. Nothing could stop it forever.
Apart from staying inside of
They
that
needed to roll
protection
to safety
light.
to find another tower to protect them quickly.
Okay. Let's keep rolling. We've got plenty of stamina. I see the light over there. Okay. We do run out of stamina, it seems, so, you know, we need to manage that. Oh. Okay. Some of the noises that they make sound like they're dying, but I'm sure that they're fine. Okay, we found protection. Made it to the protection. Oh. Yeah, everyone's fine. We're miles from the cylinder of doom. Pyramids. Watch out for beams of light that come from activated towers. They'll point you to objectives or areas of interest. Okay.
The Trebum found themselves
Okay, for
almost as lost as they had been in the beginning. But the voice in their memories comforted them. It was only natural to be confused, it said. They had been born into a strange, broken world, cut off from the history of their ancestors. Everyone was a little lost these days. What mattered was to keep going, to keep looking for answers, to keep carrying the light they held within them, the light that stopped the cylinder.
I'm guessing that red's the next area, but you know, this pyramid called out to me before we even saw the light. Go to it. Okay, plenty of little buggy things. There you are. I was going to say, did we lose someone? Just hiding in the corner.
Strange, eerie temple. The Trebum felt something stir in their memories. There was a great power in this place. Something from the days when even the elders were young. Perhaps it could help them.
I like how I'm missing every single one of those bugs. There's some sort of humanoids. That's interesting. glowing thing. What's that? Oh, it does a mutation. Oh. Enter familiar skin. Causes the Trebum seem to grow a patch of grass-like hair which attracts sackflies. I guess we want to attract the flies? For some reason. But why do we want to attract the flies? That thing has something on its head. There we go, got it. Okay, who's gonna eat this? I mean, we can also give Curly some hair. And then this thing is probably also gonna mutate in some way. Eat that as well. You can use this mutation to look for specific ingredients by tagging them in the compendium. This can be useful for tracking down items required to...
Of all the changes that Trebum were experiencing, growing a third eye was the strangest one yet. To make things even stranger, this eye seemed to look in two directions at once, into the world and into their memories. They could use it to find in the real world any element that was contained in the web of their memories. It was truly a remarkable mutation.
Interesting. I mean, evaporates almost immediately, leaves the creature's sack. Volatile liquid with special vigorizing properties, so they do healing. Okay. And is there anything specific we want? Health. That doesn't say transforms you with grass hair, although I guess the picture, third eye, grass hair, cube. Tuba gives you a bigger nose. Got enlarged stolon. Okay, so if we've got a tuba. Hip hop 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 pods. Okay. Hip hop 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 pods. Let's do that. So what have we got? We've got tuba. We've got a tuba for the enlarged snozzle. I'm going to give that one to... Okay, and they do keep the hair. Just because Natalo doesn't currently have any changes. So maybe they keep diametric tongue. Ooh. Nice. Can play the music. Play Star Wars on the not the violin, on the, what do you call it? I don't even know what to call that instrument right now. A wind-powered instrument. You have big jump. Hard shell. Some ingredients cannot be eaten until their edible interiors have been exposed. There are multiple ways to break open interiors. By experimenting with throwing them, crushing them, or feed them to other creatures. Okay. Can I not spit it out? Okay, right. Come back here. I need you to stay where the thing is. I think we want to not have it roll for 60 years. We need to get it to hit their acids. Oh, come on. Well, it broke open. It's good enough for me. Chewing gum. Microbial colony. Okay. Let's give the Yakult to... He needs something else. Right, let's give Natalo the Yakult. Let's see what that does. Oh. Thick chitinous cell. Okay. Plates cannot resist heat, but protect its little turtle thing. That's a little cute thing. It's also got eyes and a face on the back of its shell to scare off predators, probably. And now a little turtle shell. Doesn't spin like a Mario turtle shell, though. Okay, right. What is this? Right, so it wants us to bring all the bugs over here. I understand this one. Well, we're one short. One bug short. Can you not come over here, buggos? Kelly, what were you doing? You weren't even with the group. Come on, buggies. That elevate the human thing. Okay. Now opened. Whatever that is. Should I go back over to the human thing? I don't think there's anything there. Cannot retrieve any helpful information from this mapping cluster. It's truly remarkable mutation. They could use it to find in the real world any element that contracted the web in their memories. So I can see that this is literally what the person said already. But I guess we got a map with the big eel thing on.
The Trebum were disoriented for a moment. Something new had entered their memories and they needed to make sense of it. It seemed to be...
a map.
A map. And on this map, a location had been marked. If they understood correctly, there was some manner of serpent, a guardian, a greater being of some kind somehow linked to a safe haven. Could they find refuge there? Their ancestors must have created this map for a reason.
Snake, big eel thing, same difference, right? That doesn't open, so we just leave him to go follow the map now, I guess. Well, we found a map. Time to probably run from the rolling pin of doom. Oh!
What manner of strange beast lurked behind the cylinder? The Trebum were deeply unsettled by this new mystery.
All in the gas.
But though some part of them was curious, they were certain it would be best not to find out.
Yeah, it's probably best to move along. But it's also probably a relative of us, right? Probably just a real elder one of us. Keep rolling. No! Not into the pits of doom. That seems like a terrible place to go. Not into the pits of doom. The interesting thing it said was that you have to walk through the light, otherwise it doesn't stop it. So there's the chance that you could just go straight past the thing and have it crushed. Okay, this is our little crew. Eat a mushroom, because we're hungry. The stomach meter represents your party's food and energy levels. It's divided into two parts. The stomach pouch and the energy pouch. The stomach holds all the food that you consume and fills up depending on the nutritional qualities. Trebum can digest on food when resting. Standing still depletes the stomach. It fills the energy pouch. The energy pouch is only necessary for your Trebum to survive. It's essential. Replenishing energy for the Trebum used to roll. The less energy you have, the more slowly your stamina and endurance will regenerate. However, rolling consumes a lot of energy if you plan on rolling to distant areas.
As their fear faded, the Trebum started feeling weak and tired. With all the excitement and adventure, they'd neglected their most basic needs. The sound of an empty stomach reminded them that survival requires more than escaping from danger. You also have to eat. Luckily, one of the many gifts of the Trebum is the capacity to store food in their bodies. But they still need to digest it to gain the vital energy that gives them strength. And for such small creatures, they do require rather a lot of food. Fortunately, the savannah was rich in flora and fauna which would satisfy their little bellies without necessarily triggering a mutation.
Without necessarily, but what if we want all the mutations? A small worm with unique metabolic abilities. Ooh, does that mean maybe doesn't need to be? Heals us. The water processor mutation is constantly processing ingredients found in inventory slots, transform them into water. Does not extract any nutrients from them. Be careful of what you absorb. The body will also automatically
were
process.
Excited by this discovery. This new mutation would allow them to extract water from ingredients that were otherwise quite dry. But the voice cautioned them to be careful. More water was useful, but this process would not extract any nutrients. They would have to use it carefully and wisely.
That's an awful ability, honestly, because now we've got less infantry. Okay. Thought that might be useful, but unfortunately not. Those things are licking their orbs to move. Really interesting. Do we have a constant need for hydration then? Oh. That's a giant pair of teeth. Get out of there, guys. Don't let the giant peach with teeth eat you. Come on. You've got jumpy legs. No need to be afraid. If the jumpy legs one couldn't make it up, then something was very wrong. I'm just gonna feed this to the peach and see what happens. Eat it! That's for you, giant peach thing. Not us. Oh, the peach thing wants it. Unfortunately, it was faster than the peach. Science needs to be done. Hey, what's wrong? Do you not want to be eaten by the peach thing? You've got force fields. It almost looks like it's a baby peach thing, perhaps. Perhaps it's a baby peach. Here you go. Well, it ate it. I don't think it left anything. It ate it. Okay. Nothing for us there. Oh yeah, we should maybe not waste our energy rolling when we don't need to be. Because otherwise we need to eat a lot. Okay, so we should go over here to the shiny thing. Should go over there to the shiny thing, but you know, that'll progress us to the next area. What if there's more little guys to rest? Digaloo! We had these things at some point. Crooker's tooth. Why can't I select that for... Do I need to be on Curly specifically? We want to find... Crooker's tooth. Yes. Where... I don't understand how the third eye... Oh, it's this thing over there. What could the purple possibly do wrong? Okay. One Crooker's tooth. Of course they're going to be rarer. Okay, so the third eye ability is actually kind of handy. Okay, there's tooth. Okay. Well, we've got 3 teeth. All that it wanted, right? This is fine. Not the right kind of mushroom. You know what? We don't need to go near the peach. I think all that we needed were 3. I think we've got enough. And maybe it gets us a new little guy? Maybe. We'll see. It's the frying pan rolling pin being held back. Hey, Hogwo. Hi. Okay, new family member joins the group. He already has 3 eyes. So we're gonna call this one. Aria. We've got plenty of room to eat some new things. What if we want to transform though? You know, it says it won't transform you, but what if we're looking for transforming? What if those are the things that we want? Shiny lights! Oh. Well, I didn't fall in. They fell in themselves. Secrets or just way to go? Okay, we found some jumpy legs and secret treasure. Treasure. Okay, who else has room for that isn't Indelacio, because he will just eat it. Inventory. Pods released by the hop 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 hop. Nourishing organic material. I mean, we've got multiple kinds of the organic nourishment. Rare, highly valuable mineral. Can I just swap the hop 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 hop? No. Give it to him. I'm trying to swap it between these. I guess we're not. What does that even do? Who knows? Who's this thing? That's just the same one of these. Yes, okay, good. Whoa! Need more leadership? What do you mean? We've got quite a few of us here. How can you say we don't have enough leadership? Oh. Boing. That was awkward. Okay. At least the rolling pin can't get us in this hole that we may be stuck in forever. Stupid physics. There we go. Okay, we're out. Don't wait for the other Trebum when entering small caves. They move onwards towards you. Makers. Okay, we're going to go to this thing. And maybe it'll give us leadership. Or maybe it'll be nothing at all. What is this thing? It's got the light pointing at it. How is this not the thing that we need to go to? Well, it seems to have weird physics. Okay. Sure that thing isn't coming to eat us. No, run away from the UFO thing. But it's a point of interest. How is this nothing? Is it misleading us? That thing's interesting. This looks like a cave. I guess it's a cave that's been locked off. It used to be a cave or something. Perhaps. It is now getting very dark for the Trebums. This thing looks well. There's really nothing that's going to give us some more leadership. Holes. Okay. Oh. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? The whole world is getting freezing colds. I think we're going to have to just run for the next area, because whatever's going on here just looks like it's getting cold. Nothing else that we can investigate there. Time to go before winter comes. I see the thing over there. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Can we make it back before the rolling pin? I'm a little concerned, especially as we're stuck in weird physics in the middle of nothing. Well, this is perfect. Oh no, we're losing them. Oh. No. Oh no. And the rolling pin is coming. Curly.
The towers had fallen and the light was lost. There was no more point in running. The cylinder would consume everything.
If it hadn't glitched me into some weird physics where I couldn't jump back onto the platform, we would have been fine. But we got absorbed into the nether realm of the minus worlds. And then that caused us an issue. Right, so I'm just going to go as far to the left as I can, because I can see where the light where we're meant to go actually is. Maybe there might be some more leadership. What is that? What is that thing? Big green orb. Yeah, maybe prepare for your travel to the next area before you travel. We are getting injured. Down. Toxic squid orb. Okay, there's a heck of a lot more area over there here than it seems before. So maybe we might be able to find some more leadership. For the other little guy in the hole. Yes. Toxic fumes, perhaps? Okay. But we've learned, maybe be a bit smarter about where we need to go rather than running just because winter is coming. Because it isn't winter everywhere. Okay. Now, the area that we need to go is just in front of us. So we're kind of a bit more prepared. And there's a big orb thing there. And this time we won't fall into the gaseous abyss beneath. That was terrible. Hey, there's jump roaches. I wonder if there's any sort of special stuff hidden in the areas between like this. I wouldn't put it past them to hide stuff out in the areas between like this. Egg. No, no egg. That's the peach monster. Don't get eaten by the peach monster. Okay, we prevented the world from ending. That's a real monster. This thing is playing trumpets. Anyone with an empty stomach other than Indelacio? Okay, the rolling pin of doom is still coming. Okay, so you could theoretically go through the light, go back behind it, and then explore a bit as well. That's got a hand, and it's hiding something. I'm sure that the wheel monster won't wake up the instant that the rolling pin lands. The rolling pin is coming to settle. Just wait for the rolling pin of bright, pretty light of doom. Okay, it didn't wake up the monster. It says that way, but this thing seems very interesting. I also hear rattlesnake. Big gaseous abyss. Very pretty lights. It seems safe. Well, I can get on top of the light. Pretty gassy area. There's a way over. And I could just jump over, but I can't get all the way to the honeycombs. Those honeycombs seem to promise something, huh? Good job there's no fall damage. This thing also has machinery. Interesting. That looked like it could be something as well. Watering that didn't do anything. No, it is a very curious thing. Need to be careful when jumping. There is definitely an abyss between. But that does promise as though there's some sort of bridge over there. The searchlight seem concerning though. Especially considering the monster. Let's just see if there's a different path around.
What was this strange being? Half flesh, half metal? The Trebum felt an old, distant horror, as if they remembered their own destruction. Something about this creature was very, very wrong.
Yeah, considering they said they were servants of the cylinder and they've got wheels, I think they're probably the bad guys. But maybe they are just Trebum who were involved with wheels and became really good.
Perhaps the creature would wake up with a loud noise.
Why would we want to do that? Why would we want to wake up the bad thing? That suggests that maybe it won't wake up if I go and investigate closely, though. See, it's linked in. What's that, a giant ring? Oh, it's a TV. It's a old school CRT TV. I know you're all afraid. The butt monster. The chicken car. Look, it's just a... Maybe jumping on the chicken car wasn't the best of ideas.
Trapped on all sides by deep pools of poisonous gas, the Trebum needed to find a way to escape this monstrosity. Perhaps there was a way to use the creature's own weight to lower the bridge?
It's a bridge, is it? Yay. Okay. Apparently, no! Pay attention to the roads. No. Apparently, we evolved or something for some reason there. I mean, it's too late. We're all dead. We're all dead. Game over. 2 minutes ago, before we accidentally wake up the car and get distracted and don't pay attention to the gas that's closer than you think. Hey, where are we? Right, let's go. You said, you know, make a noise on it. Or you can just jump on the car. But we can also do this. And maybe we should get out of here. And not get stuck in the water. Why did this evolve us?
On all sides by deep pools of poisonous gas, the Trebum needed to find a way to escape this monstrosity. Perhaps there was a way to use the creature's own weight to lower the bridge?
Like, that thing didn't evolve us last time, so why did it evolve us? What evolved us? Like, we were sort of in this light? Why does it? What does that do to us? Hey! Oh. It eats our abilities. It's because of the... We've got here. Because of the truck's eating our abilities. See.
One by one, the yellow light cruelly burned away the Trebum's abilities. The Elder had warned them about the evil light of the cylinder's servants. Now they knew what kind of creature to avoid.
What are those? Yeah, maybe avoid the big wheelie thing as well. You have space. Just an egg thing. There's a each thing. I mean, at least the wheelie monsters didn't eat us. There was me thinking the sizzling was giving us something cool. Of course it wasn't. Heck. Don't know what that was, but I want to eat it. Something that we need to break. Oh, that thing's got a big mouth. You've got a bit of room. An egg. Okay. I see light things over there. Ooh. This is where we want to go to. So before we go onwards, we should go over to this. Egg. Yes, egg. Thank you for egg in the stream. Did you notice that we got to rename some of the creatures? So we've got a Natalo, we've got a Curly, we've got a Tharia, we've got an Indelacio. Curly. And we've got a Natalo one. Obviously, it didn't let me pick the colours. So, you know, you're one of the little creatures as well. And then they evolve abilities whilst we pick up new things as well. So you've currently got a cube one. Little square one. Ideally, you would have been the pink one. But we didn't have a pink one at the point in time. Yeah, we got a little collection of different people. We try to keep them all alive. And then the different things we eat gives them different powers as well. So we can also give you hair. If we eat that one, you get some little hair. Okay, what's this thing? Glowing light thing. I don't know what the glowing light thing is. I thought it might be something interesting, but maybe we lack whatever it needs. Or it might be warmth. It's warmth. So if we need to warm an egg, we can come and hatch it here. And we've got something interesting going on here. How do you win? I don't know how we win, but we lose by getting run over by the rolling pin of doom, which comes and chases after us when we leave the force fielded area. So, yeah, we have to outrun the force, or we fall in the poisonous gas. I'm guessing we win by getting enough fellow creatures. Okay, Cloud. This special ruins scattered around the world allow you to store and revive fellow Trebum. Storing Trebum can be useful if you reach the maximum party limit, but would like to call upon some of your Trebum during a later stage of the adventure. What's the cost? The cost is how many mutations the Trebum had when it perished. Hey.
When the Trebum stepped on the strange device, an ancient memory came back to them. A memory of long ago, when the cities of their people still stood, and the fight against the cylinder was not yet lost. In those days, a very smart Trebum had found a way of cheating the cylinder, of stealing a little bit of its power to absorb and to reshape. In this way, the Trebum could revive their fallen friends, or send others to a hidden place. And it was also by this device that a link had been forged, and a path had been opened to the voice that spoke within them.
I understand what it meant by the stuff that they had probably getting left behind now. Got a bit of room. Gonna absorb the stuff. Though we've left all of the inventory they had on the floor. That's the cost that it means. If they had anything interesting in them, it's now left all over the floor. But yeah, I don't know how we win. It's all very new. We're just exploring and figuring out as we go along with the cute little creatures. And we're absorbing all the food that we can, and, you know, gaining mutations and becoming more and more interesting creatures. We don't like this thing. We eat this thing, we just absorb everything that we hold, so that's not good. And there's big ball thing. Big ball thing's coming to meet us. Let's just walk away from big ball thing. So the big ball thing doesn't see us. Don't want to be eaten by big ball thing. Well, it's definitely not what we want. Okay. Then we're going to absorb this, because that's very nutritious. Okay, then we might need to start rolling. But are you having any other plans for the rest of the evening? Yeah, no idea how we win. We just survive. We survive the best that we can. From water. Oh yeah, and also, well, it absorbed that ability, so we no longer have it. But you did have an ability where you could honk your horn as well. Okay, this is the force field, and once we cross that force field, the rolling pin will start to chase us. Oh! What the heck? I wondered why the camera was being weird. I'm trying to eat this thing that's here, and we're getting attacked from above. This thing is normally in a force field. So I want it. Okay, right. We're going to get ready to roll. That giant peach thing also eats us, so we don't want to be eaten by the peach. Okay, now that we've crossed the force field, the rolling pin is chasing us. Nope, just relax. Good plans. Honestly, can't suggest that they would not be great plans, because just relaxing is always good. Okay, so the rolling pin has come alive. So we want to not fall into the poisonous gas, but we need to get to that beacon in the distance in order to stop the rolling pin. So we roll, even though you're a cube. Even though you're a cube below, we roll onwards. Now we try to see if we can't gather some more little guys, because we're trying to get as many as we can get. Let's not get eaten by things. And then snail, shell. There's some snail things. Lots of interesting creatures in this, for definite. Lots of interesting creatures. Rolling cube, exactly. You're very talented. Rolling cube. Oh, that rolling pin sounds like it's getting awfully close, though. I hear things getting... That is, it's right next to us. Did it sound like it was right behind us? Because it was. Like a strong dice ever something exactly. Okay. The rolling pin of doom. What?
The cylinder roared with fury.
It hasn't
The
been
voice
stopped.
of their memories spoke with great urgency. The Trebum had to be very careful now. The cylinder would lash out at the lad, but it would not let them run too far. To survive, they would have to stay in the eye of the storm.
Here was me thinking we were nice and safe. I was mistaken. We were not safe at all. Normally, that stops the rolling pin of doom. This world is scary. Yeah, any moment we can be killed by the rolling pin, we can be eaten by any of these monsters, and we can fall into the giant pit of doom. Or this big thing can also land on us. The eternal cylinder is producing the electric barrier. You cannot cross it. Outrunning lightning strikes is not possible. Big... No! No! It kicked me into the pit. And we're not going to get out. Oh, no. Scary worlds. He very powerful kick. I think he just wanted to eat us, but he kicked us into the pit instead. And I couldn't go any further because it was telling me if I went into the lightning we would also die, so that wasn't helpful. Why did this not stop the thing though? Who's inside of it? Don't get crushed by it. That's not good.
The cylinder roared with fury. The voice in their memories spoke with great urgency. The Trebum had to be very careful now.
Which I
Cylinder
wasn't.
would lash out at the lad, but it would not let them run too far. To survive, they would have to stay in the eye of the storm.
So yeah, the world got a lot scarier. Me thinking we're safe, we were not. I'm just gonna look at our inventory. What does this thing do? The remains of a Gligball. I'm gonna give that to Indelacio because it seems like it does something. So we're gonna see what the mutation does. This one, ooh, big legs. Big legs is good. A hop hop hopper tap. A hop 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 low. Where? And that one lets us make noise. And then we've got. Did we lose the hard shell thing? Damn it. You know, the controls to switch the characters are not easiest because it says press this button to change characters, and then you keep pressing it and it doesn't go to the next one. Okay, what does that do? Oh, great. That's the last thing we need. Sorry, Indelacio. Indelacio now has no legs. I think he might have a hard time outrunning the cylinder now. Okay. It's time we waited a bit longer so that the electric wouldn't be here so that we can get away from that thing. And it won't kill us. Maybe he can roll better than I can, because I couldn't. Oh, he's got legs again. That's fine. I see the barrier over there. Let's just be cautious. How come he's got legs? He ate the thing that got rid of his legs. He grew legs back. The rolling pin of doom is coming. We just need to get to there. Then surely the barrier will stop. I'm a little concerned about how much lightning is gathering. Those things are having a fight. Do you think I need to cross this? I think I need to cross this, you know? Just in case there was no other way across the gas. Bom, bom, bom. Okay, little dicey. Looks interesting. Eggs. Egg. Golden eggs. This surely must be something. It wouldn't just exist there to get crushed, would it? It's gonna get crushed. The rolling pin is gonna come for it. Okay. I think the lightning is good enough that we can get into the next area. Safety! Or not. But for water you need to hydrate. I need to bring Natalo back. Game over. Yeah, well, I mean, 17 seconds ago. 7 minutes ago! 18 seconds ago. Surely the checkpoint won't instantly have killed Natalo, right? Because the checkpoint should have been us getting to safety and not immediately dying. Okay. Remember, you can adjust the difficulty of the game by hiding before the lightning kills you. We're just gonna wait here for the rolling pin, not get electrocuted. Rip indeed, you know. I thought maybe if we gone into the next area it might make it so that the lightning didn't happen, but no. We needed to wait for the lightning to pass. Haven't got any inventory space. Okay, we've all got the same eggs, so I'm gonna give all the eggs to one person. And then we can eat some of the wishing fairy things. Okay. Give those to Indelacio. Okay. Eat one of these. What does that do for you? Filters toxic fumes! Oh! Ooh. We all need to eat the fairy dust.
As frightening and surprising as this enormous creature was, the Trebum felt a sense of relief to see it descend from the sky.
Don't say.
This was the celestial being they'd been told to seek. Perhaps it held an answer to their troubles.
Solid snake, perhaps. That might also be the goal, just finds big worm. Of destiny. Okay, so now, if we fall into the gas, we at least won't die. Which is good. And we can explore a bit. I know it wants me to go to the giant snake in the sky. But I like exploring. Wait, there's eggs in all these trees. These sunsets. Crickets. There's so much area this way that's not covered by a barrier. There's got to be something secret over here, right? There's the force field, miles that way. Why would they have such a big area if there wasn't something over here, right? Seems an unusually large amount of area for there to be nothing. There's the big butt monster. Potentially, we could go into the abyss now. Not be dead. We can breathe the toxic fumes now. But what would be down there? There's some interesting little guys. Not be eaten by them. Okay, we need water. Got some water. And over there. We should head towards the light. That's the obvious place that it wants us to go. But at the same time, I want to explore. Whilst the rolling pin isn't chasing us, I want to go explore. That's a pretty moon. Okay. And it's telling me to go there. Why? That's not the giant snake thing. The giant snake thing is what it was telling us to go speak to, but there's a light over here. This is the clouds. Nobody has died, so we're not bringing anyone back. I guess, you know, if someone had died, we can bring them back to life. It's not the end ends. Is that all that that's leading us to? Just save area, upload them to the clouds. Let's go see the giant cosmic worm descending from above. Maybe the worm has something interesting. But you know, it's cute when we're not being chased by a giant crushing rolling pin. Oh, hello. Just a giant guy with a cool spiky head. These things that are bouncing around, I'm wondering if there's answers to them. Why are there egg incubation holes but no eggs?
As they approached the colossal creature, their optimism faded.
Ooh.
It did not seem to like them at all. And now they realized what terrible danger they were in. If this creature guarded the way to some holy place, then that place must lie below it. And being so large, the creature most likely could not see what was in front of it, or beneath it. So perhaps the size of the Trebum was an advantage after all. Perhaps they could reach the platform right under the serpent's head.
Oh, we don't have the third eye ability. That's annoying. The Trellhella has an electric attack that strikes you if you remain in its line of sight for too long. Okay. See, but there's a little guy in here that we need. Come on, he can't see us. Egg! Oh, come on, we can't absorb egg. Okay, so he can't see us from directly underneath him. But the incubation hole's all the way over here. Hey! My egg! I don't know where the egg went now. I just wanted to hatch the egg. It's a good job it can't see us. Otherwise we'd be in trouble there. Oh. Okay, thankfully we got past the wind. Or the abyss before the wind hit us. You know, even if we can... Got electrocuted. think we're going to eat this. That wasn't very nourishing. What about this? This is surely nourishing. Okay, we're just going to eat everything that we got because it's telling me we need to eat. It's a cute body. None of this is giving us energy. That's annoying. Those things are probably the mushrooms that... Yeah, they're the mushrooms that that guy over there wants to be freed. Oh, we want a bunch of these. I know we're hungry. Then. Did that would actually give us any energy as either? I don't think any of this has given us energy. Okay, what about an ear mushroom? I was out of your sight. Okay. Egg! If you can't find other Trebum, return to the platform from time to... I have other Trebum, they're just dancing up there. Okay. Does egg count? Egg doesn't count. There's an incubation hole though. Okay, being able to breathe completely down here is good though. We'll leave the egg to hatch in the incubation hole. Gretu! Oops, I accidentally just left it as Gretu. I wanted to rename it. I guess it's Gretu now. Right, well, we've got plenty of little guys. We're just very hungry little guys. Okay, back to the platform we go. Okay, plenty of us. It's a very good job that I absorbed the thing that lets us eat the poison. The Elder Cave. Here we go. Look for food, you need to eat.
Relieved at having bested the Guardian, the Trebum now found themselves seeking the help they had been promised. Who would answer their questions in this place?
Now eating food actually counts, because it wasn't working outside. Do we need something that'll let us see in the light? Ah. Right. I think we go down here. I'm guessing this will let us glow in the dark or see in the dark. Luminescent skin! Nice. Okay, we can create light in the darkness now. But it's also probably a bad thing because maybe predators will be able to see us easier and eat us. I don't think that's a good idea. We've got more than enough glowing stuff. Looks interesting. I would like it if pressing LB cycled between them and didn't just switch back and forth between the same two. You were also a turtle earlier. You had turtle skin. Okay. Can't eat this. Why can't you eat this? Uncommon materials sometimes found in caves. Well, let's give it to Gretu. Retu can't eat it either. That's curious. Wepu! 2! Oh, we don't have enough. What are these? Yeah, you're just eating stuff on your own. I'm not even feeding you, you're just eating it. Okay, well, we don't have enough glowy stuff for that guy because we gave it to the guy outside that we didn't end up freeing. The last arrow is glowing. It's interesting that he only glows when I play as him. Only glow when you don't know. Yes. What is that? Bracket fungus. Have some bracket fungus. I'm gonna eat the jumpy thing so that we can jump higher. More bracket fungus, but I'm trying to eat this. You gave me the bracket fungus back.
The maze was difficult to traverse. Was there some clue in the structures on the walls? Was the path of sand on the ground meant to help them? Perhaps others had walked in this place long ago and tried to leave a path for those who would one day follow them.
Path of sand? I see an arrow there. There's a path of sand. What path of sand? Jumpy beans. Oh no, the jumpy beans. Okay, we have 3 amounts of wall guards. I kind of want more. I mean, we could just follow the arrow. And there's a light over here that's probably the exit. But what if there's more secrets? Follow the large arrows to the walls to exit maze. Or is this the entrance? Okay, we found our way back to the beginning. Very helpful. Their long snouts remind me of weevils. Yeah, I can see it. This one's got a very hairy snout because he's, I don't know, been snuffing up all of the dust or something. There's one that you can give them, makes them blow trumpet noises as well. Natalo eating all the foods. Good to see that you're looking after yourself. Just chomping away there. Nom nom nom. Exactly. You were nomming it all down. Every last bit of it. I guess the bracket... That's where the bracket fungus went. You were like, bracket fungus. Ate the lot. Okay, so I saw the wall arrows. I obviously followed them backwards because they led me to the beginning. There a wall up there? No. Right, this points left. That points this way. Okay, we found our way. Who has all of the cubes? You know what? You've got plenty of room to absorb everything. And you're a cube, so you can activate the cube mechanism. Slug. Moa the Elder. Little sluggy friends. Just a little statue of a petrified sluggo. So you have exactly. And only you could open that because you're a cube. Only cubes can open that. Okay. Not quite enough to go back for the other little friend, though. Okay, there's darkness over there. Cube, exactly. Cube. Big guy. I think I'll go explore this tunnel before Big Guy, because I think maybe we came in here to talk to Big Guy. What's over here? Glow shroom. Okay. That thing is an interesting thing. Right. What can we give? Right. We're going to... Odd looking mushroom that grows in shallow water. We're going to give all of the rocks to Wutu. You're going to eat the interesting thing. Well, not necessarily eat it, but carry it. Then we'll go speak to the big guy. Because there had to be something interesting over there, didn't there?
Encountering another elder was a happy moment. The Trebum asked how they might survive the cylinder, and the elder replied, "I can feel your fear, little ones. Ever since this cataclysm began, we have been seeking ways to stop it. But the cylinder is relentless and indestructible.
It also looks like a lunar eclipse.
Everything in its path. So, perhaps what we need to do is go behind it. I have discovered a mutation that allows us to rise into the sky. You must seek a weeping tree from which grows a special fruit that floats as it becomes ripe. It is the key to the transformation I have undergone. With it, you can use geysers to float well above the cylinder's height. My only regret is that I have grown too old and weak to help you with this task. If you find any glimmer of hope on the other side, remember me. Farewell."
So that's how we win, by getting behind the rolling pin. All we need to do is get behind the rolling pin. More shiny dusts. Oh. The wind didn't go so well. Oh. Maybe we don't want to float on the wind because that just leads into his mouth. But at the same time... this. Pedestal. Okay, I think we're just leaving back out into the world.
Sadness and fear filled the Trebum's hearts as they left the Elder's cave. Their only path to salvation was full of uncertainty, and they could not forget the thing they had seen lurking behind the cylinder, casting a dark shadow over this glimpse of light.
So now we probably need to outrun the cylinder again. But there's hope, we just need to get behind it. But I feel like we could also do that by getting onto something very, very tall and jumping over it.
The Trebum had never seen this mysterious tree the Elder spoke of. They would have to keep moving forward and hope it lay somewhere ahead. The cylinder would give them no other choice.
I mean, it's not chasing us at the moment, and the big snake thing's gone. So maybe we can go back for the other friend, though, and maybe the egg that we dropped. I think that might be interesting. Wait, the way that we crossed over before. Then there's this guy in this shelter over here. Okay. Then one of us has all the stuff that we need. It's annoying that it still wants the 3 shiny stuff again. We had we had the stuff that was required, but somebody may have eaten it. Don't know who, but somebody may have eaten the stuff that we needed. Somebody. Okay. This is the big trunk that goes honk. So with that one we can go honk. Natalo! Well, you freed up some inventory. Why is the Natalo cube so hungry? Honk, exactly. Loud honk. Honk loud and proud. Okay, right. Let's go get the new friendo. That's not even the correct mushroom. Never mind. About that one. The irony is, now we want you to eat the mushroom. Roots of cephalitic something. Eat these. I don't think that's the right type of mushroom. No. There's no point giving it the other stuff if we don't have the correct mushroom. I don't think that's going to be it either. But I think that might be a bug, because we gave it 3 lots of dust already. We shouldn't need to give it more dust. We already gave it all that dust before we went in. Where did that egg go? Because we can at least hatch the egg. If I can find it. There's a lot of things honking. A lot of honking going on. Crickets as well. You know what? I don't think we're finding the egg. Don't think we're finding. Okay. But we can still breathe the toxic fumes. That's a scary emu thing. Okay, it's very cold here. With the cheese walls. And the coldness is creeping in. But we need to get out the cold. Okay, I think that's a sign that we should move along. Winter's coming. We need to head for that light. Explored too long. Explored far too long and winter is setting in, right? I don't think we're going to get any more friendos here. The moon is setting. Big floating cube. All that stands between us and where we need to go is giant rollerball. This is fine. That's water. I don't know how good we are at swimming. I feel like not good enough, but also it's just there is no other option but to slowly swim. Are we gonna drown? I feel like we might be in trouble here. That thing's floating above us. Fish! They can't eat little fishy. I feel like we're probably supposed to absorb the fish. Thick booty flies, I see. Oh, we've died. I didn't see the thick booty flies. Have to have a look. Right, auto save 1 minute and 5 seconds ago because of the rolling pin. Hurry, there was no way to get away from that, unfortunately. I think we need to somehow absorb a fish. We did die. That we did. I'm surprised that the rolling pin of doom gets affected by water. F. Yeah, F indeed. Okay, I mean, that place... There's the moon. Seems to be the only place to go, but I don't know how we would even get across the water. That thing wants us. No! Don't get caught on the nothing. Well, I'm going to ignore the islands. Maybe we just see if we can get anywhere else. I have a bad feeling we can't get to whatever these things are that look like they might be able to help us get across. And we're going to get crushed again. But it looks like there's some sort of path over here. If only I could get to it. F. Can we make it before the rolling pin? It's very warm over here. Maybe we can. These are cool looking areas. Orbs. Little desert cactus. Okay. Well, we're not stopping at that light purely for the reason that we can't get to that island. Maybe if we got one of the other guys, we would have been able to get there and activate it, but I think we're going to have to skip it. This looks interesting. Seashells. Oh, there was another checkpoint somewhere there. It's going to get crushed before we can get to it, though.
The towers had fallen and the light was lost. There was no more point in running. The cylinder would consume everything.
Okay, apparently that's game over. There's no point in running. It will consume everything. But what if it didn't? What if we kept running? Just a big scary rolling pin. Nothing to worry about. Okay, well apparently we do need to somehow get them, but we did see that there's another one that isn't in the water. How we get to the water one, who knows, but we'll go for the other one that maybe isn't in the water. And that one's in the water, and then this mountain is maybe blocking the one that we do need to actually go to. So let's go head over to that. But that side's in the wintry area. And I have a feeling that the right side of the planet is winter and the left is warm from what we just saw. There's what we need to get to. That one. There's another egg hatcher right here. And they all make cute little noises as well. Right, so we're going to head to that one. And that one will surely not be in an impossible to reach place. It is, however, in the wintry side of the planet. Which is a little concerning. And there's a big peach monster. Which we don't want to eat us. Like, there has to be something good in that watery bit. There has to be, right? Okay, we made it to the lights. We activated it. Good and safe. Not gonna get squished. I'm gonna head towards the watery bit, maybe see what's going on over there. It's fine. Hey. All the other creatures trying to get away from the rolling pin. Oh, actually gonna make it. He made it out of rolling pin land.
Near the mysterious tree they were supposed to find, but the voice in their memories encouraged them. It was wise in matters of root and rock, and it could sense the soil under their feet changing. Step by step, they were getting closer.
Snarl. Little snarl. Tiny snarl. Watch the snarl. Little shiny pink snarl. Brando. Snarler's a little scared. Why are we dying? What's going on? Big booty fly! Big booty fly. Anything interesting over here? Like, this area was more interesting because it was right by the water that we couldn't swim across to get to it. Ooh, friendo. Ooh, friendo. But do we need to unlock this friendo? Big ear mushroom. Okay, how many of them did I need? So I've got 2. 5. Gotta keep an eye out for big flat mushroom. It's a shame we don't have the third eye ability anymore, because that was really good. Yes. Probably just the immunity to toxins. Don't eat me. What is this? Egg? Our friendly egg or your egg? Is there an incubator anywhere? I wonder if I just take it to the hot side of the planet. Maybe that's enough to hatch it. Hang on. Four. Come on, there's got to be one more ear mushroom. Gotta be. I don't want to have to come all the way back. Why is it so hard to find one more ear mushroom? I know that we just put the egg down that we had. Suddenly distracted. Come on, is it that hard to find one more mushroom? Apparently. Okay, let's take our egg. Continue onwards, unless there's a mushroom here. Right. Actually, we're going to liberate the second egg. Snarl. Nothing to worry about, Snarl. Plenty. I may have just lost the egg. Don't know where it rolled off to. But we can free this guy. Okay. Hello. 10! Well, you're not going to be called 10. We're going to now rename you Mela. We're just going to collect people. Okay, where? Egg. Egg. Well, so if you have any suggestions for names that you'd like, you know, let me know and I will make them appear. I have a book snail. I have a spacey. If anybody else in chat wants a name, you know, just feel free to let me know. Okay, is there somewhere that I can hatch this egg? There's the end of the area. That's gonna eat my egg. That's not gonna hatch this. Just give that thing a wide berth and not feed it our egg. Okay. Gotta be some more stuff in here. Maybe down in the toxic fumes, because we can breathe them without dying. Not forget we can go down there now and there could be stuff again. Could be hidden stuff down there. Shiny. Shiny thing says come over here. What's over here? Other than a big thing. Some water. Okay. The last time we found one of these, it wasn't open. It was a nothing. So I almost walked past it thinking it was... Oh, we lost our egg. Come on. I was carrying an egg in my mouth.
The Trebum felt a great power flowing through this cave, but they were not afraid. The power felt familiar, even friendly. These glowing structures were the work of their ancestors.
Okay, water storage. Okay. Reach the maximum water storage capacity. So, upgrades. Food storage. But they cost the shiny stuff to activate. I think food storage sounds right. Why did the other one not open then? When we found that one. Health? What's this one? Stamina, but that uses 7. No. Is that all the shiny stuff that we got? I want the stamina, but shiny. We're at 7, yes. You watch that last and it'll be something even greater, but stamina. Upgrades. What is this? This one is leadership! Maximum number of Trebums you and your family. Oh, so the only reason I can recruit one is because I had too many Trebum with me. It wasn't that it was a special super secret one that needed me to be a greater leader or anything. I just needed extra levels of leadership. Need to get ready for bed, so I'll commit for a drop. No worries, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Always nice having you here. And glad you got to see all the cute little guys. And yeah, we've definitely got a little Natalo cube. The fuzzy little snoot. Fuzzy little shrew nose. Yeah, I do appreciate you being here. And hopefully you have a lovely rest of your week. And yeah, I'll catch you soon. And hopefully you have a nice sleep. And I appreciate the luck. We got a roly big cube. Okay. I think that is all that we can get out of here. The leadership actually would have been pretty interesting, because then we could have had more little guys. But it's good enough. We got stamina, and stamina will help us outrun the big rolling pin. Rolling pin of doom. Okay. I guess it's not the end of the world that the egg didn't go in there, because we weren't walking through it like an area. Another circle. Gregor, need more leadership. That's unfortunate. Almost as though we had the opportunity to upgrade that, but now we can't. Plus that means that if we hatch the egg, they're not going to be able to come with us anyway. Shiny cave. Shiny, shiny, shiny cave. What are all these things on the wall? Ooh. Maybe we need to give something these cubes and maybe they'll pay us more stuff. Zevol needs more leadership. So there's a fair few little guys. Fair few little guys. We're just not good enough leaders to have them come with us. There goes the egg. It rolled over here somewhere. Darkness is coming. Okay. I don't think there's anything else over there. I think the shiny loot that we've got's good. Oh, it's... Before we roll, time to maybe eat a bit. Okay, we don't have a lot of foods. Yeah, don't get crushed. Don't get vomited on either. Okay. Time to roll. We were eating before rolling, but... Oh, great. That is a problem. Indelacio, you can breathe the toxic fumes. And I think if the leader can breathe the toxic fumes... No. It sounds like Mela might be dying. I was assuming that maybe if the leader could breathe the toxic fumes, everyone can breathe the toxic fumes. Jump on the stupid thing. No! Come on. Cube, you can jump high, Cube. Now, why does that bouncy mushroom not bounce you high enough to get to the platform to the next bouncy mushroom like it seems like it's meant to? Are we too chonky? Okay, we've got half a stomach of food. So, we're gonna roll. There is a pit of oblivion between us, but maybe if we just don't go into the pits. That's water, that's fine actually. Oh. You guys having a nice swim? Just as long as we don't go into the toxic pits. This is a path that we can cross whilst being chased by the monster. Nice little path. Did I hear lightning? Did I be concerned? Okay, there's a warming thing there. Which, you know, if we had the egg still, we could have put in, but we don't. Okay. Big, crusty snail shell. Need food. Fine, we've got plenty of food. All around us. Not picking it up. We'll eat afterwards. Okay. Once we're in the safety, all that we need to do is get to the safety, then we can eat. Safety of the lights. Plenty of time. Glowing Indelacio looks terrified. It's our little crew. Okay, eat the mushrooms. No longer hungry. I'm sure that the crushing won't continue to come. Right. That'll surely hold back the frying... I keep calling it a frying pan. Never a frying pan. Oh. The light is here. Oh!
What was this monstrous creature? Was this one of the cylinder's servants? The ones the elder had warned them of? Its very form terrified the Trebum. Even the voice and their memories seemed frightened of it. And then, somehow, the Trebum remembered the creature's name. It was called the Mathematician.
It's maths! How terrifying. It's bringing all of the wheelie monsters out to play. He has human legs and a butt. The god to human legs and a butt. With a cat on top. What are these? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Okay. Don't fall in the hole. Run from the maths. Okay, the mathematician.
The mathematician
stolen our
vanished
power
as quickly as he had appeared. Back to what? What lay behind the cylinder?
Not worth living with this many of us gone. Let it eat us. Okay, the mathematician. Oh, 9 seconds ago. But half of us dead 9 seconds ago. No! There's 2 of us left. Okay. It did eat most of our powers, but we do have some other things Because we kept the stuff. Well, the most useful ability, the honker. But the toxic shroom one. Did that just say Timmy? Timmy. Okay, who have we got left alive? Curly, Greta and Mela. Indelacio and Natalo died. We'll revive them. The cloud thing. Yes, you can. It says. Okay. Maybe we don't go into the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater area. But surely there's tempting loot down there. That egg thing isn't an egg, it's death. If you can't beat them.
What was this strange groove in the ground? It seemed artificial, like something made to contain water. But all it contained were these large rolling machines. Who had built these things and why? They were not servants of the cylinder, that much was clear.
It was a half pipe for skating in. Obviously. I see a big cube over there. Big cube of interest. What are you, big cube? Nothing. Nothing. I cannot see, it's too dark, and we've lost our glowing ability. Oh, that was a successful half pipe. Go. Okay. What food have we got left? We have just the anti-toxic thing. Sorry for the adverts, they happen once an hour to stop other adverts. The light definitely isn't leading us anywhere, is it? I'm not seeing any particularly glowing things. This is an interesting formation, though.
Finally, the weeping trees that the elder had told them to find were within the Trebum's grasp. But though the Trebum were happy, they realized that they faced a new challenge. The ripe fruit were floating out of reach, and the others were enclosed in a hard shell. They would have to find a way to crack them open.
If only there was some sort of things that were rolling like rolling pins. I wonder if the giant rolling pin in the half pipe would crack it open. It does. And it doesn't crush it. Oh, but of course. Can't eat it like that. Eat the normal mushroom. Not whatever that thing was. I mean, honestly, you should spit them all out. Not water. Wow, the extra ones just didn't present any fruit, huh? Interesting. Eat one. Evolve. Loon-like body allows the Trebum to float in the air at will. That's not very high. That's not going to get you past the thing. Yeah, that's not going to get you past the thing at all. How are you meant to get over the cylinder with this ability? Guess we need to find some winds. Is that a snake? Winds. I mean, if the cylinder came, float above it now. The others unfortunately can't come.
Even with the ability to float, overcoming the cylinder would have to be done very carefully. What they needed was a geyser that was well positioned, close to the cylinder, when it lay still, or their plan would never work. They would have to keep looking, and meanwhile they would try not to think about what sort of monster could kill one of the flying serpents.
So what you're saying is that geyser's not... If this was activated, it would be fine, but it's not activated. In order to float above the eternal cylinder, you must find a geyser that is close to the cylinder when it lies dormant. The cylinder will never allow the Trebum to jump safely over it whilst it's advancing. Really? Because I feel like we could. What's stopping me doing that whilst it's advancing? Wait, we're just gonna float and the others that got left behind are fine. Looks an interesting area. The rolling pin does come. Now it probably wants me to try to just float over that or eat the anti-toxic stuff there and find a way through it without dying inside of it, but the smarter way was just to go round. Also, what's stopping me just riding to the top of one of these? That's what's stopping me from riding to the top of it. Okay, we've activated the light though, even if I did do it in a weird way. We activated it. Sure that it won't get crushed. What's this? A geyser right next to the cylinder to float us above it and over it. Great, we're being chased. Stop being a ball. Stop being a ball. Okay, float. We could go forward to the light. Smoke awaits behind it. It is just stopped. It doesn't look so friendly and inviting back there, you know. It looks like the whole world has been destroyed. I don't think life behind the cylinder is where we want to be. Not all it's cracked up to be. We have no food. The mathematician lives back here. Hi. Going forward was definitely an option. Interesting.
In the dream inside the strange giant's mind, the voice that spoke to the Trebum seemed different. It was less like a memory, more like something alive. But there were so many other voices too, lost in this place.
Assassin's Creed, Nier. Oh.
I remember the mountains of my home, the vast forests, the clouds hanging low overhead, the cities in the valleys where the rivers ran.
Trebum.
I remember the faces of my children and the songs we sang when the stars rose high. But I have forgotten the names of all these things, and slowly one melts into the other. My children will become mountains, the forests will become songs, and then all will become one and be nothing.
When it becomes very trippy like that.
Hidden in this place, and the voice wanted the Trebum to find it.
I need to find it before we go into that.
A city built in the desert, in defiance of thirst. When night fell, it shone like a jewel, and even the stars envied its brightness. Poets and scientists gathered from around the world, and its great observatories scoured the sky for wisdom and beauty. That is where we first saw the new star.
So there was a new star in the
Each
sky.
voice was a memory, a song from a forgotten time, slowly fading. But some of these memories were Trebum memories, memories of things that Trebum had once been capable of. Perhaps, the voice suggested, these could be reclaimed.
Excuse me, I rolled, therefore it's game over. That was clearly a place that we could still walk.
In the dream inside the strange giant's mind,
Gonna make me do that whole
voice
thing
that
again.
spoke to the Trebum seemed different. It was less like a memory, more like something alive. But there were so many other voices too, lost in this place.
I guess I rolled too
I
fast.
remember the mountains of my home, the vast forests, the clouds hanging low overhead, the cities in the valleys where the rivers ran. I remember the faces of my children and the songs we sang when the stars rose high. But I have forgotten the names of all these things, and slowly one melts into the other. My children will become mountains, the forests will become songs, and then all will become one and be nothing.
And be run over by the
There
rolling
was
pin of
something
doom.
hidden in this place, and the voice wanted the Trebum to find it.
But maybe we didn't find
A
it.
city built in the desert, in defiance of thirst. When night fell, it shone like a jewel, and even the stars envied its brightness. Poets and scientists gathered from around the world, and its great observatories scoured the sky for wisdom and beauty. That is where we first saw the new star.
Each voice was a memory, a song from a forgotten time, slowly fading. But some of these memories were Trebum memories, memories of things that Trebum had once been capable of. Perhaps, the voice suggested, these could be reclaimed.
I remember how our towers stretched out to the sky, yearning for the stars. They were symbols of our best and our worst. I remember our voices echoing in the canyons as we fought for change.
So you're not allowed to roll because it will kill you.
Different.
Because all that I did different was roll.
And the towers fell.
And the walls fell.
Where are our voices now? Where are our songs? I only hear one, and it is eternal.
Damak and Gilad and the walls fell.
As the memories returned to the Trebum, old abilities stolen by the cylinder were finally restored. But there was so much more. The voice had answers, but it was weakening. Frightening as it was, the Trebum would have to come back.
Okay, so you have to keep going back to the mathematician. Right. That's not like it was a choice. We're going to get spat back out over to the other side and we have to keep going back to it. Oh! He's rolling the rolling pin of doom.
This was a place of death and nothingness. There were no answers to be found here. The voice and their memories urged them to return to the lands of the living.
Give us a hand, mathematician. Spicy feet. How can we get back to the land of the living, though? Yes. Could you select the one that has the wind power? We float, slowly but surely. Why can't we go into the mathematician, though? The mathematician ran away. The mathematician's the one that rolls the giant rolling pin. Whilst he may have favour for us, he also is our doom. The moon. We just need to somehow land onto the rolling pin. Not fail entirely. It's fantastic. How was that gust of wind not good enough to get us over? Okay, maybe there's a closer gust of wind at least now. That should have really came up before. It would have been fantastic. Go as high as we can. Fall in. The others are just all having a good time. Okay, good. Now, if the rolling pin didn't become spicy when the mathematician rolled it. Okay, apparently it's very, very cold up here. It might have been a good time to just stay
A
up there.
profound feeling of futility overcame the Trebum. Despite having miraculously survived their encounter with the mathematician, they were back to where they'd started. To make matters worse, ahead of them lay the cold and snowy lands of the tundra. Not a very nice place for Trebum, who are not meant to live in the cold. They would have to push forward against all odds and pray that they could find help.
You mean like the fluffy thing that I just eaten? That fluffy thing already. Okay. Well, that said part 2. Oh, what is that? So I think that's a good enough time to maybe save and call it a day. Seems like Curly is still alive, so I'm gonna go raid Curly. Thank you to Natala who's here hanging out early, and anyone else might have been watching and lurking. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I will catch you all next time. I keep writing the old way of writing Curly because she changed the name. Yeah, I will catch you all on Friday. So I will see you all then. What happens? Why have I got a... That does not load. That's interesting. I think my stream crashed and I didn't realise this whole time. I'll catch you next time. Bye, 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 bye. I have an interesting little sad face on my stream. Didn't look at it. Okay, well it says 1 viewer. Unfortunate. Would like it to be more than 1 viewer to raid. I don't do 1 viewer raids, that's very cringe. Okay, we'll cancel that for now. Why are all my streams crashed? What happens? That increased the viewer, but anyway. I'm gonna call it a night there. I'll catch you on Friday. Bye bye.